Big boy.
What's good, YouTube? Everybody's favorite uncle on YouTube is back. Uncle HK, we here. My homie gang, like up the video, leave a comment down below of what you want me to watch next. Request what you want to watch next down below. You already know this is the second video of the day. One more video coming today. You know what I'm saying? 3 videos a day. You feel me? That's how we're gonna do it. Now between September 10th. Between that time, we are trying to reach 10K on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I think we can do it, bro. We can do it. We just hit 7.5K. You know what I'm saying? We can do the 10K. 100 a day, bro. We get 10K by then. You know what I'm saying? 100 subscribers a day. We'll get the 10K by September 10th, bro. Yo, I appreciate every single one of y'all, bro. All my fans from UK. You know what I'm saying? London, all y'all all around the world. All my fans from the US. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even my fans. Y'all ain't even fans. Y'all supporters. My family, for real. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like a whole completely different channel compared to my other channel. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. Today, this was requested in the comments. The Deadly War in Camden. Active Gang versus 51st Gang. This is what we're going to watch today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all request which y'all want to watch below. And I will get to it as soon as I can. I got a long list of stuff I have to react to. I know y'all know. Just be patient with your Uncle HK. You feel me? Patient. We're going to get to it soon. You know what I'm saying? Just like the video up. Subscribe. Turn post notifications on if you new. Like the video up and leave a comment. When you like the video and leave a comment, it helps me get recommended more and put on the recommended page so YouTube can push out my content, so we can add more people to the gang, so we can add more people to the, you know what I'm saying, the homie gang. You feel me? I appreciate every single one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do too much talking. Like always, your uncle don't want to do too much talking. You want to get straight to it. You feel me? Hey, get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, Also, big shouts out to who video this is. Kid Nerd. Big shouts out to Kid Nerd for this video. Y'all go check him out.
2 men have been stabbed to death in 2 separate attacks in Kentish Town in North London last night. The body of the first victim, believed to be in his late teens, was found a couple of hours before police discovered the second victim, who's thought to be in his 20s.
Camden, the heart of fashion and culture in London, with some of the most expensive house prices and biggest tourist attractions in England. And from the outside in, looks like the perfect place to live. But that's what the government want to show you. Once we go deeper into the lower income estates of the borough, we start to see a different story. A story of the country's most deprived estates in London being separated from roads of millionaires literally by one street, and how these estates have created a deadly gang.
So how far away is Camden, and is Camden like Active Gang and 51st Gang from like Moscow 17 and Zone 2? Like how far are they? Are they kind of far away from London? I gotta look at like the map. They need to give me a map.
Taking over the borough in recent years. But before I get into the video, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Let's get into the video. So Camden is a borough in northwest London and is very, very close to the centre of London. But despite the area being so close to the rich centre of the capital, in the last few years the war in the area has been going brazy. So historically, unlike neighbouring areas like Islington and Brent, Camden's beef situation hasn't been as active as others. But this all changed around 2016 when a man from Camden called Merce had his watch stolen from another man from another area in Camden. After this, there was some back and forth, which resulted in a big rivalry in the borough, literally between groups of kids that grew up together. One side being gangs built up from a few estates in Camden, which were the Peckwater Gang from the Peckwater Estate, the QC Gang, which were from a road in Camden called Queen's Crescent, and Cumber, which is a gang made up from an estate called Regent's Park in Cumberland Market. They linked up together and called themselves 51st, due to their postcodes being in NW1 and NW5, which is where the 5 and the 1 come from. And from the other side of the feud, we have a gang called Active Gang, where some people may know from their songs, and they're
I've heard Active Gang from a lot of the songs. They've been in a whole bunch of drill, be talking devious. So I know Active Gang. I know of Active Gang. I don't know too much of 51st.
In Camden. An Active Gang are affiliated with another gang called CT1 and NRB, which they all linked up and called themselves 71st. And just like that, the war was now on between 51st and 71st over this watch being stolen. So Camden is actually home to a big Somalian community.
So you telling me a gang war started all because of a watch? You see how little it takes to start out a whole bunch of violence over some materialistic thing. A watch started a whole gang war that's going to take out so many lives. This is crazy, bro.
A big portion of them residing in Aga Grove, which is the territory of the 71st gang. Such a big community that the majority of 71st members are actually Somalian. And if you watch one of my previous videos on Mali Strip, Somalian people are people you don't want to be messing with.
We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch that.
And this beef was on go from early. In 2017, 2 members of the AG gang, which represent 71st, executed a triple shooting on 3 51st members.
Damn, a triple shooting? It's fucking Assassin's Creed or some shit. 3 men treated in hospital for bullet wounds after reports of Camden Town shooting.
The members ran to a nearby hospital.
See, all because of it's still fucking mind blowing. It's a fucking little watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody took a watch and it started a big ass gang war, bro. How much was the watch that they stole or took from the one person that started this big ass gang war, bro?
But while hospital staff was treating the 2 members, they also called police to the hospital to investigate the situation. Once the 2 realized the police was called, they didn't even care about their treatment anymore and attempted to run out of the hospital while still having bullet wounds lodged in them. But the police ended up detaining them and arresting them after a struggle between the both. The reason they—
Yo, see, these niggas was trying to get out. They didn't even care if the ops was coming. They had bullets in their chest and shit. They still trying to leave that motherfucker. They said, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I could die, but I ain't going to jail, nigga. That's how some people is, bro. They be like, I'd rather die than go to jail, or rather die than go back to jail. You feel me? Becoming aggressive with hospital staff. And, they try to get out.
The reason they wanted to run was because all 3 members are actually wanted for suspicion of grievous bodily harm, which all 3 were eventually arrested for. Now, of course, 51st weren't happy about this triple shooting, and they were trying to get it back in blood. So they went lurking on the Aga Grove estate and shot a rival in the face with a shotgun. The rival actually managed to survive and make his own way.
What the fuck? How does he survive to... Do you know a shotgun? Alright, we back. You know what I'm saying, y'all? My little one, she be coming in here all the time, you know what I'm saying? Asking me to do something, so I'll be having to. But Agar Grove shooting, man, hospitalized with gunshot. Oh, this was the shotgun. Okay, yeah, the shotgun. How does he survive a shotgun to the head, bro? Like, a shotgun will blow your limbs off, blow your leg off. Yo, and he survived to the head, bro? Let me see.
The rival actually managed to survive and make his own way back to hospital. But this beef really kicked off.
He made his own way to the hospital. That's crazy, cuz.
So on February 2017, a 16-year-old girl had an Airbnb party in Kensington, West London. You know those type of parties where a girl invites 7 different types of gangs and asks people to leave their beef at home? Yeah, one of those. So at this party, there were people.
That's facts. Like, why even, like, this James Harden meme makes it. Exactly. That's the. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, this girl starting to. Yo, you having an Airbnb party in London, and you would invite everybody. All these different gangs, they're obviously gonna come because they want some pussy. You know what I'm saying? They want some pussy, nigga. It's unlimited. They like unlimited pussy. They're okay. We'll go no matter what. I don't care what gang is there, nigga. If they try something, we're gonna clap back, nigga. We ain't leaving that shit at home, but we're just gonna say we're gonna leave that at home. And I'm pretty sure she knew that too, but she still had the party anyways. You're basically inciting beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's just dumb to do that.
Yeah, one of those. So at this party, there were people from all over London there. But a few uninvited guests tried to pull up to the party. One of these people being the boy from 51st called Dotty and his friend, who pulled up to the party with a gun and knife looking for trouble.
See?
But the night turned left for Dotty and his friend.
He coming up with a gun and a knife. He don't give a fuck, nigga. You can't tell me not to come to this motherfucking party without being strapped, nigga. I'm coming to this motherfucking strap, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Yo, the girl should just
friend, and ended up with Dotty being chased down by 20 young boys. And when the boys caught him, they
20? What the fuck you need 20 for? What did he do?
13 times altogether, which actually resulted in Dotty dying, which 4 16-year-old boys from—
And they stabbed him 14. How many? 13 or 14?
Which 4 16-year-old boys from young boys. And when the boys caught up to him, they stabbed him 13 times altogether, which actually resulted in Dotty dying, which 4 16-year-old boys from—
Look, being shot is one thing. Being shot, you get shot, you die, like. But being stabbed, you're feeling them go. You're feeling that shit, nigga. Like, and then you're just laying there to die. Like, being stabbed is worse than being shot because you're dying there slowly and you're feeling every stab wound like over and over. They're going chop, in and out stabbing. That shit is just painful. I would not ever want to go out that way.
Were sentenced and convicted for.
Slow
so
death right there.
were mad about this situation, obviously, that their member Dottie was just stabbed to death. So they were out trying to get revenge. So they went out for revenge in a stolen BMW and travelled all the way from Camden, northwest London, to Hackney in East London, and then to Tottenham in North London, because that's where the people who killed Dottie were from. But they ended up finding no one from both areas. But they weren't trying to go home without spilling some blood first. So 51st went all the way back to Camden to look for 71st members, and found an affiliate member of 71st called AK and killed him. But they weren't done there. They were riding for a whole nother 2 hours looking for more 71st
See, that's
members.
what this girl starting that party saying, don't leave the beef at home, knowing niggas is not gonna leave that beef at home. She knew niggas. She should have known niggas is not gonna leave that beef at home. And then they kill Dottie, you know what I'm saying, which starts 51st to try and get their gig back. And they looking all around somewhere to blame it on someone. Really, they should have blamed it on the girl for starting that party. I mean, you really can't blame it on her because she did like say, but like still she started the party. She had the party, but because parties is a way of life, so you really can't blame it on her typically. But she kind of incited it, you know what I'm saying? Because she knew niggas is not leaving that beef at home, and she invited everybody, you know what I'm saying? But then they killed this 71st, the first 71st member they see. Like this nigga is the first. It's just his luck ran out that he was the first one they saw. They got his ass. That's tough, bro.
And found the 71st member called Mitch's little brother. Mitch's little brother attempted to run into a cab and begged the driver to drive him to safety, but the driver refused to move, and he was dragged out of the cab and stabbed to death. Into a little brother.
So they got another person that
found
day?
the 71st member called Mitch's another 2 hours looking for more 71st members. And found
2
the 71st
hours?
member called Mitch's little.
So they spent another 2 hours because they didn't feel satisfied with the one killing they got that night to look for another one. They said one isn't enough for our one you took. We gotta take two. If you took one of ours, we taking two yours. This shit crazy, bro.
Mitch's little brother attempted to run into a cab and begged the driver to drive him to safety, but the driver refused to move, and he was dragged out of the cab and stabbed to death by 51st members. All within.
I'm pretty sure he was about to say, "Oh, within 2 hours." Two members of the 71st got killed because of a party that this girl started, and niggas chased down one of 51st members. But what I want to get at is, why the fuck did the cab driver not help this nigga? If he's running into your car saying, "Please drive me to safety, I'll pay you," gang members like me, drive your shit real quick and save that boy. You low-key was what was the cause of his death. You not the exact cause, because maybe you didn't want to be in that gang shit, but you could have drove him to safety and dropped him off like around the block or 2-3 blocks, because these niggas is on foot trying to get him. They not gonna catch you in the cab. The least you could have done is help him by driving him away safely. Then tell him to give you some money type shit. But you like, once they got to your car, I understand why they dragging him out. You don't want to be part of that because they're gonna stab your ass too. So I get that, but if they was far away and you had the chance of saving that boy, you was wrong for that. I don't know how you living like. I don't know how he living life like. Damn, I just let this boy die in front of my eyes, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
In 2 hours of their first murder they committed that night, and 6 members were sentenced to life for these murders. Then on September 4th, 2017, a member from 51st called Flips and the older brother of the second boy who died that night called Mitch bumped into each other on Hampstead Road in Camden and started getting into a little altercation, which ended with Flips stabbing Mitch in his arm, neck and back, leaving the knife lodged into Mitch's bones and murdering him. An undercover policeman just happened to witness this whole situation and ran down Flips and arrested him, and now Flips is serving 17 years to life for this murder. After this, the beef in Camden went under some serious investigation by police, and members from all sides started to get taken down for conspiracies.
Alright, back to what I was doing. We gotta go back.
Members from all sides started to get taken down for conspiracy. The beef in Camden went under some serious investigation by police, and members from all sides started to get taken down for conspiracies, firearms, and drug charges. And the beef started to die down a bit. But then 2019 hit, and quite a lot of the members that were locked up started to come out. And taking in consideration that 51st members.
How did they get to come out, nigga? It ain't been like 17 or 20 years that they've been convicted for. How they get to come out?
In prison and killed 3 71st members. 71st members started coming out of prison on some demon time, and were most definitely looking for revenge with no warnings. The first signs that 71st was really back was on a cold Tuesday in February. 1 AM in the morning, a 51st member called Gxng was walking past the Sainsbury's in Camden when a 4x4 crashed into him, and several 71st members jumped out on him like a pack of wolves, stabbing him repeatedly in his head and body, leaving him literally paralyzed and not being able to walk. But that wasn't enough for 71st.
How the fuck did he survive that? They rammed that nigga and stabbed him in the head and his body after him being rammed? These niggas, bro. Yo, these niggas is like some. It's like a fucking anime series. Like these niggas was like the villain that got, you know, like Frieza type shit. Whenever Frieza got defeated in Dragon Ball Z by Goku, and then he came back. He was resting, healing up. You know what I'm saying? Came back on some demon time and trying to kill niggas, bro. Like this nigga's crazy. These niggas in 71st one, they get back, nigga, and they was waiting in jail, waiting for the moment they could come out. This nigga got rammed and stabbed in the head and the body and still survived, but he's paralyzed. That shit's crazy.
Not being able to walk. But that wasn't enough for 71st members. They wanted someone dead for their friends. So on April 1st, 2019, a suspected member of 51st called C-Miz and his cousin.
These niggas is on timing. These niggas on 71st is on timing, bro. They ain't had enough. They said they ain't enough bloodshed, nigga. We need more, nigga. Yo, these niggas, yo.
Afton Road in Gospel Oak, Camden, when 4 71st members jumped out a stolen black car and started chasing them. C-Miz and his cousin split up, but unfortunately the men who jumped out the car locked onto C-Miz, and C-Miz ended up dropping to the ground when the 71st members started to stab him repeatedly with machetes and then run from the scene. After this murder, the 71st members made a song called Congo, and the reason why they called it Congo is because C-Miz was actually a refugee from Congo after him and his family fled the war from over there. And members repeatedly in their songs say that they get their weed from Congo, not Cali. Pretty much just trying to say that they're smoking on C-Miz. And as I said before, the majority of these
71st niggas is devious breeds of niggas, bro. This C-Mills nigga fled the Congo scene. They fled the Congo. This nigga C-Mills fled the Congo scene to get out the war over there, just to get back into war here in London. This shit is crazy, bro. And they was killing this nigga with machetes. Shit. And then they put in the bar that smoking Congo. They getting their weed from Congo. Oh, this is crazy.
21st members are Somalian. So after all this, there was news going about in Camden that 51st members are out on the lurk, and any Somalian they see, they're killing.
Heard some really strong intelligence that there is going to be revenge for Calvin's killing. And his friends have literally said they are going to go out and kill any Somali in retaliation.
Nigga, if I'm Somalian, I'm looking like me. I didn't do shit, nigga. That was them, nigga. I'm just Somalian, nigga. I didn't choose to be Somalian. I'm just Somalian, nigga. What the fuck you gonna kill me for, nigga? I'm innocent. I'm not a part of that gang shit, nigga. And you gonna try and kill me? What the fuck? Just cause I'm my race, that's some racism right there. I'm just Somali. I didn't, yo. See, and this is what the gang war starting is bringing shit upon civilians a lot of times too, nigga. Cause one gang gets back, and then the other gang got to get back. One gang gets back, the other gang got to be. It's like a never-ending cycle.
So I just want to make that really clear. This is from a young Somali woman in Camden, who's 24 years old, and basically we strongly suspect they're going to go out tonight and kill a Somali.
Which is probably a bit of a stretch.
Nigga, that's like the purge type shit.
71st members kept saying that they're warring with Jadirs, which is basically the Somalian word for West African people. Because you have to remember, despite Somalians being dark-skinned and African, a lot of Somalians don't really see themselves the same as other black people. So this was kind of turning into a race war between Somalian and black people in Camden, which is just all wrong for so many reasons. But 71st weren't happy enough with the killing of C-Miz. They wanted to spill more blood. So August 12, 2019...
What the fuck? They want more blood? They just basically killed two people. The first one, he paralyzed for life. They rammed him with a 4x4, stabbed him. And now then they killed the C-Mill nigga, and they still want more blood. These niggas went to jail and came out and said, we want bloodshed no matter what, nigga. No matter what lengths it's gonna take. We want a whole lot of bloodshed, nigga, no matter what. These niggas is devious, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They is active. This gang is active gang.
Members in a stolen Ford Fiesta and a stolen Seat. When they spotted 16-year-old culprit and other members coming out of a restaurant around 10:30 p.m. Culprit and other members ran to a nearby set of blocks near Euston Road. But 71st members found them later on that night, and 3 members jumped out and chased them down, catching up to the 16-year-old 51st member called Culprit. Culprit was running for his life and literally screaming for help, banging on neighbors' doors to let him in so he could escape his attackers. But when the 71st members caught up to him, 2 71st members held him, while a 3rd member repeatedly pushed a 1-foot-long zombie killer knife through his chest while it was coming out.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, that's like, oh my God, it's even longer than this. Look at the end of how sharp it is. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, dying by knife, especially when 2 niggas is holding you and you just see them pull out a knife like this in front of you, your eyes and adrenaline's gonna be pumping, and you just You're just like when you get shot with a gun, something you don't even see it a lot of times, but the knife you seen it coming, and they said, "Oh,
of his back." And when the 71st member,
he said they came out of his back. I had to hear that the whole with the. You watch them stab the knife in your chest. That big ass. Look, let me show y'all the knife, bro. This big ass zombie knife, bro, through your chest, and you're just feeling it cracking your bones and tearing through your organs, and you're just that shit. I just feel it. Oh, I just feel it, bro. That shit's crazy being stabbed, bro. Though. Yo, don't. That's a slow death right there. Like you just
back. And when the 71st members were done, the killer was said to be running away after, laughing hysterically, which is what bystanders said. And culprit, he was just any normal kid from London. He was talented at football and even had trials for Southampton Football Club, but started getting involved in a local gang and brushed-decided football, and unfortunately became a victim of the streets. Now, as these back and forths normally go, 51st were now looking for revenge on their recent errors, and there were many stabbings across the month. And early on in September, there was a case of 3 killings in 5 days in Camden. One of these being a man from a completely different area all the way in East London, but unfortunately he was walking at the wrong place at the wrong time. So he was actually walking on Queen's Crescent Estate.
See, civilians getting caught.
51st members, and was shot and killed in a drive-by, being mistaken for a
See, this nigga from a whole different side, and he just walking in the area that he probably does not know is 51st area, and he get killed, bro. You know what I'm saying? He get killed, and he ain't even a part of that gang. Like, that shit
Just
crazy.
An hour before, another woman was stabbed to death just a few hundred yards from the situation. And 4 days later, a 71st member called Nuts was stabbed to death by a gang of 51st members with machetes outside one of the busiest areas in London, Camden Tube Station. And for the longest, a lot of people didn't even know all this stuff was going on until a 71st member called Suspect started jumping on the drill scene, calling himself the Camden Grim Reaper, and releasing some of the most disrespectful tunes towards his ops. So much that police take down pretty much any song that the gang uploads, which really started to bring some attention to what's happening down there, and definitely got the attention of me, especially a song from Suspect called Dugout, which is probably one of the most disrespectful songs I've ever heard. And really,
no, is this song for real devious? Like, is it like for real, like, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful? Like, yo, I'm gonna have to check it out.
It makes you deep how tapped this whole beef is. In one of his lines, he says,
"Same place we used to play runouts, is the same place his chest got dug out. Same place I was telling you play out, is the same place I'm telling you come out."
Which really makes you think, damn, these guys were close friends at one time, and now they're trying to kill each other. All stemming from a little small...
Just go put it down. Okay.
...altercation that happened a couple years back. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video, and peace out.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. See, the gang thing was all just back and forth. You take one of mine, I take 2 years. You take one of mine, I take 3 years. And 71st gang, 71st, they really wanted they get back. They didn't even care how long it took. They came out of jail and they was on some timing, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Y'all like the video, leave a comment, request what else y'all want me to watch down below. I got y'all, bro. Yo, it's been your favorite uncle on YouTube. This shit is just getting blind. I can't even speak. This is getting y'all just like the video. Leave a comment down below. Request what y'all want me to watch next. I'm out.
Yeah. Family broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, but I ran for my feelings. No time for those, I got a plan to get millions. Whoever don't agree, I see you back at the buildings. That's why I never let y'all act like a victim. That's why I never let y'all kill my ambition. You weren't built for the mission.